Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aghits Silmaini wafa. NPM 221446001112. I'm from class A322. Good morning, students. How are you today? I hope you are feeling well. Students, let us continue our discussion. Today, we will talk about science. Today, we will learn about 5 of human sense organs. Number 1 is sight. The eye is the organ of vision. It has a complex structure consisting of a transparent lens that focuses light on the retina. The retina is covered with two basic types of light: sensitive cells, cell sorts, and cones. The cone cells are sensitive to color and are located in the part of the retina called the fovea, where the light is focused by the lens. The rod cells are not sensitive to color but have greater sensitivity to light than the cone cells. These cells are located around the fovea and are responsible for peripheral vision and night vision. The eye is connected to the brain through the optic nerve. The point of this connection is called the blind spot, because it is insensitive to light. Experiments have shown that the back of the brain maps the visual input from the eyes. Number 2 is hearing. The ear is the organ of hearing. The other ear protrudes away from the head and is shaped like a cup to direct sounds toward the tympanic membrane, which transmits vibrations to the inner ear through a series of small bones in the middle ear called the malleus, incus, and stapes. The inner ear, or cochlea, is a spiral-shaped chamber covered internally by nerve fibers that react to the vibrations and transmit impulses to the brain via the auditory nerve. The brain combines the input of all two ears to determine the direction and distance of sounds. Number 3 is taste. The receptors for taste, called taste buds, are situated chiefly in the tongue, but they are also located in the roof of the mouth and near the pharynx. They are able to detect 4 basic tastes: salty, sweet, bitter, and sour. The tongue also can detect a sensation called umami from taste receptors sensitive to amino acids. Generally, the taste buds close to the tip of the tongue are sensitive to sweet taste, whereas those in the back of the tongue are sensitive to bitter taste. The taste buds on top and on the side of the tongue are sensitive to salty and sour taste. At the base of each taste bud there is a nerve that sends the sensation to the brain. The sense of the taste function in coordination with the sense of smell. The number of taste buds varies substantially from individual to individual, but greater numbers increase sensitivity. Women in general have a greater number of taste buds than men. As in the case of color blindness, some people are insensitive to some tastes. Number 4 is smell. The nose is the organ responsible for the sense of smell. The cavity of the nose is lined with mucous membranes that have smell receptors connected to the olfactory nerve. The smells themselves consist of vapors of various substances. The smell receptors interact with the molecules of the vapors and transmit the sensation to the brain. The nose also has a structure called the vomeronasal organ whose function has not been determined, but which is the suspected of being sensitive to pheromones that influence the reproductive cycle. The smell receptors are sensitive to 7 types of sensation that can be characterized as camphor, must, flower, mint, ether, acrid, or putrid. The sense of smell is sometimes temporarily lost when a person has a cold. Dogs have a sense of smell that is many times more sensitive than man's. Number 5 is touch. The sense of touch is distributed throughout the body. Nerve endings in the skin and other parts of the body transmit sensation to the brain. Some parts of the body have a large number of nerve endings and therefore are more sensitive. 4 kinds of touch sensations can be identified: cold, heat, contact, and pain. Hairs on the skin magnify the sensitivity and act as an early warning system for the body. The fingertips and the sexual organs have the greatest concentration of nerve endings. The sexual organs have erogenous zones. Then, when stimulated, start a series of endocrine reactions and motor responses resulting in orgasm. Student, do you get my point? Great, because you have got my point. Now try to discuss with your friends and draw 5 of human sense organs. If you find difficulties, you can ask me. Thank you for your attention. See you next week. Bye bye.